Oh, I mean, you would be surprised that it's not so difficult. I mean, because people always tell me, oh, the mathematics behind quantum computing must be so difficult. You just need some linear algebra, some idea about computing. And if you have some notions of what, for instance, a neural network is or a classifier is, it's not so difficult. The problem that I find with quantum machine learning, not with quantum computing in general, is that there is no textbook oriented to people with no background in quantum computing and in fact, or in quantum physics. And in fact, I can say that at this moment with a colleague of mine, I'm writing such a book because we thought that this was a gap, something, there should be a bridge for people who want to get into this. And we are going to publish this early next year with Packet. I don't know if you know this publisher, and we are very excited about this book because we think it can help people get into the field.
Awesome. Yeah, I've known people or a person that this individual didn't go to college for anything technical and then just started writing Medium articles. He wrote
Yes.
I think he's on his second quantum book. So a lot of you may know who I'm talking about. It's Brian Siegelwax. And it's I think it's Dungeons and Qubits. It's something like Dungeons.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
That's good.
Anyways, it's an open source book. He might charge money for a second one, but the key thing with all this stuff is keep talking to people, right? Because just how Elias said is like, oh, you only need linear algebra, you need neural networks, these types of things, is that a lot of times you don't, well, you know, for certain things, you don't need a full degree to, you know, develop, right? It's good to have the background and as things come up. But yeah, don't be afraid. There's a number, aren't there a number of training like through IBM, like the Qiskit stuff, right?
Yes, there is this Qiskit textbook, which is quite nice because it's also hands-on. I always favor this hands-on approach to learning things, and you have some good tutorials there. So
yeah, and there's online interactive kind of tutorials too. I think even through IBM's kind of a leader, if not the, you know, in all these types of fields. There's like boot camps and summer camps and all these types of things. Now, some are more exclusive than others, and you have to get in a couple months and, you know, before. But I've been a part of other, you know, meetups where we're, you know, going through qubit, you know, like the theory and all that kind of stuff too. But especially as time develops, there's going to be more and more. Now, anybody else want to comment on some of the quantum events going on, or some of your developments in quantum? Definitely appropriate. Now, we've got about 10 minutes left, so you could definitely post your LinkedIn's in the chat and just give a short little thing of what you do or what you're looking for. Obviously, I posted Elias's. Now, this in specific will be available afterwards. It takes me a little while to process. And then the other stuff, you can download today's chat too. You just open up chat and then you click on the triple horizontal dot. And then, for instance, I posted some background on Elias. So Gopal, you know, thank you for posting yours too. And again, quantum is, you know, like it's not like it's less competitors at this point as opposed to we all figured it out. Now, so QEDC, I don't know how many of you are familiar with it. It's called Quantum Economic Development Consortium. And it was formed through a bunch of things, but basically through NIST funding. And it basically takes all of the quantum hardware manufacturers, if you pay a small fee, and then instead of becoming competitors, is that, you know, we're all working together in quantum, because it's more important that we figure it out, right? Yeah. So I don't know how many of you know how many different types of quantum hardware technologies there are. There's 9. And or more than 9 at this point. And between those, there's 16 quantum hardware manufacturers, you know, companies between all those technologies.